Have you noticed any difference in preparation as far as preseason camp and now game week preparation from your previous spot?
Yeah, so I came from Texas A&M. We did a lot of the similar things that Coach Key's trying to do. I feel like here we do. I feel like at A&M we did more things fall camp centered later into the going in closer into week one. But here I feel like we've really taken time to break down film, watch Louisville, and they came from Purdue, so watching Purdue things and just watching an array of clips, just getting ready and getting game prep ready.
Obviously, Chad from the AJC. Knowing Haynes for a long time, give us some insight into him. What's he like on and off the field, and what should fans expect out of Haynes King as a quarterback?
Yeah, so I met Haynes back in 2020 when he came to Texas A&M, and from day one he's just been a warrior. He's going to be the toughest guy in the locker room. He's a guy who was eager to learn when he got into campus when he came to A&M in January, and ever since I've known him, we've kind of built a chemistry and a friendship on and off the field, and he's one of the most personable guys I've been around on a football team. So to be on this journey with him here just makes it that much sweeter.
I'm Kelly Quinlan from Jackets Online Rivals. Just tell us your story, how you ended up here.
Yeah, so I'll take you through it all. So I got to A&M 2019. Did 4 or 5 years there. Got my degree. Things didn't pan out the way I wanted them to pan out, but life happens. So I hit the portal at the end of our season in 2022, and it's kind of funny. I was supposed to go to Arizona State, and I was about to announce that I was committing there, and then Haynes actually hit me up last minute, and he said that he had started talking to Coach Faulkner and Coach Key and Coach Winkie, because him and Coach Winkie went way back. So he was like, hey, you want to meet him? So I was like, sure. So I met them with Haynes, and just from our first conversation with Coach Key and Coach Winkie and Coach Faulkner, it just felt like I've known them for years. And so that's really the biggest thing I was looking for in the new school, was just going to a family-like atmosphere, just being able to just start brand new on the team to where I could, potentially have a role in the offense. And so, I came here committed. I didn't come here in the spring. I got here in the summer, but I've been happy with my decision ever since.
How would you compare the wide receiver room here to the guys you played with at A&M?
There's a lot of similarities. We have a lot of young talent in the room. We have a lot of guys who haven't seen the field yet, whether that be injury or just depth chart, things like that. But there's not really a lot of differences. I know people look at a school like A&M and, being in the SEC and think there's such a drop-off, but there's not really. And, we have a lot of guys in the room here, like Eric Singleton, Avery Boyd, DJ Moore, Abdul, Janelle, and Christian Lear. That whole room from top to bottom, I feel like, are guys who can go out there. And I feel like there's guys that can go out there and the coaches can trust them to have the ball in their hands. So it was like that at A&M. Play with a bunch of playmakers there, and kudos to those guys. Those are my brothers still. But there's a lot of similarities between both rooms.
What are your expectations for this offense, not only Friday but the whole season? What should we look forward to?
Just explosiveness. Whether that be running the ball, passing the ball. I think we're an offense that wants to, get up and down the field. I won't go too much into detail, but I think Georgia Tech fans have a lot to look forward to this year, and it will be different from years past.
With the offense and the way Coach Faulkner kind of runs it, and we saw a little of this in the spring, there's a lot of positionlessness with the skill guys. You can line up wherever, and you've played the slot and played on outside. And do you like that it's, I guess, it's less based on this is X, this is Y, this is Z, and that you can line up in all kinds of different ways and get the ball in different ways? Is that something that appeals to you about the offense?
Yeah, I think the receivers like that because, like you said, it takes you out of that, okay, I'm an X, I'm a Y, I'm a Z. So having a quote-unquote positionless offense, it allows guys to, get put in positions and put in spaces for them to have the ball in their hands, make plays and, just be out there just playing loose and playing free. And I think that's Coach Faulkner's philosophy is, just to get the ball into the guys' hands and just have them just go make plays. So
I know the goal is to give Haynes time back there, sit in the pocket. And what have you seen from the offensive line that will allow him to do that?
Yeah, from day one in camp, I feel like the guys, that O-line, that whole room, Coach Wade has done a tremendous job of just coaching them very hard. And the good thing about our O-line, those are guys who are just eager to learn, eager to get better, eager to just go out there and just accept the challenges that the day may bring. So from day one to now, getting into game prep, I've seen tremendous growth in that whole entire room. And that whole they know their job and they know they want to keep Haynes off the ground. So I think we're really confident in them going forward.
What is that chemistry like with you and Haynes? Obviously, you guys have had a lot of time together. I imagine that makes it a little smoother, and he kind of knows what you like to do and where you like the ball and that kind of thing.
Yeah, having Haynes as my quarterback made the transition that much smoother for me. Since I didn't come here in the spring, like I said earlier, I only had a couple months to pick up the offense. And so since I've been here, and when we were doing workouts in the summer, like if I ever had like a brain fart out there and I just blanked for a minute, Haynes would look at me and just give me like the A&M play, and then it would like snap back like that. So having that cheat sheet in a way really helped me. Just being able to, for him and for Coach Winkie as well, to just to break down terminology for me, it really allowed me to pick up the offense easier. Excuse me. And just having Haynes out there, it just gives me a sense of security because he knows what I like, I know what he likes, I know what he's looking for, he knows where I like the ball, so it goes hand in hand. So I think our chemistry has really developed over the years.
Anything else for Chase?
I guess this has been a long waiting to play. Just kind of what are your emotions going into was your final season playing your first of your last games?
It's really a bittersweet moment. Long time coming, but very excited, very confident in what we've done up until this point. That if we just go do what we've practiced all spring and summer, then the byproduct of that would be what we want it to be. So just really excited about it. Going into my last first game of playing here. So excited, go to war with my boys who, some I've been here since 2018, like Jalen King, and then some that are new and then, in the middle. So just ready to go to war with my boys.
Give us some insight into the offensive line, how they've come together this fall and how they're prepared for Friday.
Yeah, I think Coach Wade has done extremely well job in preparing them. I know that because, if I'm not doing specialists, I go down there just when they're working Indy and stuff, and, they're very detailed in their work. And, it's just I feel like the intelligence level of the O-line is way better than it may have been in the past. So, you take that and how they've been playing and you combine it, and, we'll have a successful offensive game.
How are things sifting out at running back, and how has the preparation been under Coach McKenzie?
Oh yeah, still very detailed in everything, disciplined in everything. He made camp hard on us. That way, the game is easy. So now we've done all this extreme hard work. Now the season's here, and the game it becomes easy. So we just still kind of stay on those details and those little things. And as a back, you have to pay attention to the little things. And Coach McKenzie makes sure that we do that.
Kelly?
Kind of what have you learned from just, I guess, in terms of prepping your body and how to prepare for a season and all that? You have a lot of experience now and everyone has ups and downs. Just kind of what did you change? What do you kind of feel like you've learned over the last few years to get in a position to be healthy all year?
Definitely, cold tub, hot tub. I use the steam room a lot. I do a lot more stretching now. 6 years, your body, you can feel it a little bit. But now that I've started taking a lot of good care of my body, staying in the training room, eating the right stuff, drinking the right stuff, my body feels almost like it did 2 years ago. It doesn't feel like I'm getting ready to play my sixth college season. But, I think our strength staff and our treatment room, they do a good job of making sure, our bodies stay fresh. And then, you do the extra on your own of what you need. And then, your body is good.
You have some new faces in the running back room. How do you think they're ready for that first game and prepared to go out there?
Oh, 100%. You know, like I said, it was a hard camp. They made it through, and we, as a group, we had a good camp. And like I said, it goes back to, you know, how our coach, what he expects out of us, the standard, and as long as we get up to that standard, we'll put on a good performance. And, you know, he sets a very high standard for us. So for us to reach it in such a hard camp is going to make the game easy, and that's what we've done all camp.
Have you gotten a sense from social media or walking around campus, the community, the excitement for this game? Is it different than years past at all?
Yeah, I would say it's very different. Every day, I try to stay off social media for the most part, but every day, you know, I'm getting tagged in a new post or getting a new DM about the game. It's just there's a lot of social media interaction about this game, which I understand, but to us, you know, it's the next one, you know. It's one game at a time, and
Anything else for Dontae?
I guess kind of how excited are you to get started now and to finally have a game 2 days away?
Yeah, I'm really excited, you know, just to kind of take this step in this journey. It's another milestone for me, so I'm really excited just to be able to, you know, play football again at a higher level. Not only that, but just, you know, play alongside these guys that I've created a bond with over the past few months. So, yeah, I'm truly excited.
When you look at Louisville's offense, and you watch film, is there anything that stands out to you?
Yeah, they've got a good group of guys. You know, a lot of athletes, a lot of transfers from what we hear. So we're pretty excited to just, you know, take on that challenge, especially as a developing group. So we're really excited just to take on that challenge of Louisville and, you know, kind of see, you know, how we are as a defense. You know, we're really trying to stay focused on, you know, what we look like at the end of game one, rather than, you know, what the opponents are looking like. So.
I guess along those same lines, how have you seen the defense sort of take shape and form an identity this fall as a whole?
Yeah, definitely. We've kind of created our identity within the past couple of weeks, and that's something that I'm really excited about. We're flying around out there. We've become more confident in our play. So, you know, having you know, a mixture of younger guys with older guys, it's kind of fun to see, you know, how tight of a bond we have and that connection of being able to rely on each other. So it's been pretty exciting within the past couple of weeks just to see that identity form and see what kind of defense we're going to be this year. So.
The identity of the defense and the way Coach Key runs the program and everything, how different is that maybe from what you experienced at your two other places?
It's not too different. I would say a lot of the dynamic, like I said, as far as just who I'm playing alongside is a little different. You know, the guys up front are bigger guys, you know, vets from where I was at Idaho. But just to be able to, you know, be around those guys and being able to play, you know, at a different speed has kind of encouraged my play and kind of leveled up my play. So I think that's just the biggest change between, you know, this type of style of football and where I was at last year. So.
Communication is a big part of what you do at linebacker there, and you're playing with a lot of new faces now. How has that communication worked out?
It's been really well. I've been, you know, trying to make sure that make it my duty to kind of be the vocal guy for the, you know, front seven, and we have a lot of leaders, you know, in Miles and other guys up front. So, I mean, it does lie a lot of the responsibility lies on me. But I do have guys that are, you know, out there helping me out. As long as, I mean, as well as Trinelli Esteta, he's been good at, you know, helping me out when I, you know, can't find the words, you know, to make certain calls, and he's just been, you know, a great help and a great, you know, linebacker to play alongside. So.
Questions?
Have you watched much of what Charlie Thomas did last year at that position? And
Yeah, actually, before I even came in, I was told that I would probably play the money position. So I went on YouTube and kind of Google searched Charlie Thomas and, saw all the highlights and the plays that he made last year and how, dynamic that position at money is. And so, with Trent playing that money position, I think that he's going to live up to the expectations that fans are wanting to see and probably exceed it. So I'm pretty excited to see what he has to do this season.